1990 and in 1994 was later elected the first leader of a democratic South Africa. He was awarded Nobel Peace Prize in 1993 for his work in helping to end racial segregation in South Africa. He is considered the father of democratic South Africa and widely admired for his ability to bring together a nation previously divided by apartheid. Nelson Mandela, more than just a political leader. Inspiration 100.5 FM, more than just a radio station.
Oh, yeah. Family radio, something for everybody. Keep you grooving on from the dawn into the dusk, yeah. 100.5 education, information, entertainment, news and sport at its best. You know what we talking about. It's the radio for everybody. Inspiration, 105. Family radio, something for everybody. 100.5, yeah. Inspiration FM. Inspiration 100.5.
A beautiful morning to you, wherever it is that you are listening to your number one family radio station, Inspiration 100.5. Welcome to Pay-Per-View, where we take you through stories making headlines in the national dailies. I am Olasumbo, Yusuf, and I'm not alone in the studio. I've got two great men in the studio this morning.
I'm SEUN AKANDE. Thanks for joining us this morning, and I do hope we are going to have a nice time.
Okay, let me welcome Professor Olumide. Thank you very much for joining us this Friday morning, and of course in preparation for the inauguration coming up next week.
Is Prof ready for the Monday
He looks
inauguration?
ready. He looks ready.
Yeah, good morning, viewers, and good morning, my good people for your state. Good morning, Sumbo and
Good morning, Prof.
Yeah, you see,
Good
when
morning.
we talk about inauguration, she asked me when I was about coming to the studio that I said, "What is my home with inauguration? I don't have business with them. They leave them with the inauguration and leave me with my teaching job."
All right, today we'll be taking you through the Punch newspaper, the Vanguard, the Guardian, the Nation, Daily Post, and a couple of other national dailies this morning. I'll be starting from the Punch newspaper with the headline, May 29th, Tinubu gets transition report, vows to tackle insecurity, power crisis. The president-elect, Bola Tinubu, on Thursday pledged to address the security and power crisis, amongst other challenges confronting the country. Tinubu, who was handed the transition report by President Muhammadu Buhari, promised not to disappoint Nigerians. He said this shortly after his investiture with the country's highest national honor of Grand Commander of the Federal Republic, alongside the Vice President-elect Kashim Shettima, who was honored with the Grand Commander of the Order of the Niger by the President. The investiture ceremony took place at the State House Conference Center of the Presidential Villa Abuja as part of the lineup of events for the 2023 presidential inauguration ceremony slated for Monday. You can read further on this from the Punch newspaper. May 29th, Tinubu gets transition report, vows to tackle insecurity, power crisis.
Yes, from the front page of the Vanguard newspaper this morning, we have this story that is similar to what Sumbo read to us. I know extent of task ahead won't fail Nigerians. That is coming from Tinubu. The president-elect Asiwaju Bola Tinubu said yesterday he understands the magnitude of the task ahead as he prepared to take on the mantle of leadership, assuring that he will not disappoint Nigerians and President Muhammadu Buhari. Tinubu spoke yesterday after being conferred with the Grand Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, GCFR, the highest national honor by President Buhari in Abuja. Senator Kashim Shettima, the Vice President-elect, was equally bestowed with the Grand Commander of the Order of the Niger, GCON. Tinubu, who was declared winner of the February 25th presidential election after defeating Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party and Peter Obi of the Labour Party, told President Buhari to expect knock on his door. He said, and I quote, "I understand the honor given to me today and the magnitude of the task ahead. Whether you go to Daura or Niger Republic, expect knock on your door," he said. He continues, I'm a simple man who is the beneficiary of the support and goodwill of the people of Nigeria. The people have put their trust in us. You have done your part, Mr. President. Now, the great duty descends on me. I understand the meaning of the honor given to me today and of the task that awaits. Oh, you can read through these on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. I know the extent of task ahead won't fail Nigerians. Tinubu.
Not leaving the Punch newspaper anytime soon. Reduce fuel price on assumption of office. Group urges Tinubu. The Social Democratic Group, Rere Foundation for Progress and Development Nigeria, has urged the President-elect Bola Tinubu to prioritize the reduction of fuel price on assumption of office. The group lamented that the high cost of fuel has made the value of goods go up and it is making life unlivable for poor Nigerians. The founder of the group, Segun Adesonya, in a statement on Thursday, noted that the reduction of fuel price will alleviate the pains of Nigerians and the pains they are going through. Adesonya, however, urged the president-elect to ensure the crashing of the monetary dichotomy between the naira and other foreign currencies. He stressed that there is need for Tinubu to immediately create and remove bottlenecks and bureaucracy that allegedly frustrated employment opportunities in the country. He further said the president-elect needs to ensure quality control on most products and services rendered in Nigeria by both private and public companies. You can read up on this from the Punch newspaper. Reduce fuel price on assumption of office. Group urges Tinubu.
I'll still on the page G's of a Vanguard newspaper this morning. We have this story. We will award contracts borrowed till May 29th midnight. Fashola. That is coming from Fashola. The federal government has replied critics over the unending award of contract and external borrowing a few days before the expiration of President Muhammadu Buhari's administrations. Minister of Works and Housing, Mr. Babatunde Fashola, declared that Muhammadu Buhari administrations will award contract by midnight of May 28th. Fashola said this in Akure, the Ondo State capital, while flagging off the 90 billion naira dualizations of 49-kilometer dilapidated Akure-Ado-Ekiti highway. According to him, people are asking why we are still awarding contract when we are just a few days to go. Should we stop this road now and wait for the next government? He has. Then he said, and I quote, "It is a juvenile conversation. They forgot, among other things, that the term of this administration ends at midnight on May 28th. This road really represents the paradox of governance, about road and about public debt. This is the real story. The work look easy from the outside, but one decision leads to the other consequences. But we have now given you contractors who have worked with you." You can take Vanguard newspaper and read the story. We will award contract borrowed till May 28th midnight. Fashola.
Okay, these are some of the stories we are trailing for you this morning. Before we bring on Professor Olumide this morning, IMF tasked Tinubu on revenue generation, debt reduction. The International Monetary Fund has urged the incoming government of President-elect Senator Bola Tinubu to take steps to increase the country's revenue base. The resident representative's IMF Nigeria office, Ari Arsin, who said this during a virtual forum on the Nigerian debt situation, also advised the incoming government to drastically reduce dependence on debt to fund expenditures. According to Aisen, to resolve the debt issues of Nigeria, you need to concentrate on revenue and expenditure. He said that the debt situation had deteriorated because the federal government was spending more than it was actually getting in revenues. You can read up on this from the Punch newspaper. And yes, I would like to marry both stories. The story you just read about, Fashola saying that we would borrow till the 29th, midnight of 29th. And of course, the IMF asking Tinubu to, on revenue generation, IMF tasked Tinubu on revenue generation, debt reduction. Professor, what's your take as regards this? Now, the outgoing administration says they are going to borrow money till the midnight of the 29th. And now the IMF is saying, Tinubu needs to take a look at revenue generation and debt reduction, as you know, the debt situation of the country is in. I don't know if there's anything worse
bad
than
shape.
worse.
I mean, bad
Yes,
shape,
yes.
really.
Good morning once again, my good
morning,
people
sir.
of your state. You see, there are three things. One, we are talking of the task ahead of Mr. President. And another insider to this government and to the incoming government, Fashola, is saying, come, government is a continuum. We'll continue to work till May 29 when our tenure expire. There is no problem about that. Borrowing money, there is no problem about that too. If what you are using that money is going to bring in new things, it's going to be a value chain, added value chain to the economy of this nation. There's no problem about that. Now, the IMF is now asking us, or Mr. President-elect, that come, you must increase revenue generation vis-a-vis the expenditure, because don't depend solely on borrowing always. Now, if we are to go by the antecedent of this man called Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, wow, he did a good job in terms of revenue generation in Lagos State. In fact, he tripled the revenue generation during his tenure as the governor of Lagos State. Fine. Let's see whether he will be able to do that. And that is why he said something. If you don't see the correlation now, we should prefer. He said the task ahead is enormous.
Yes.
Okay.
Look, you understand what he's talking about when he said the task ahead is big.
But he says he understands the extent of the tax ahead.
Yeah,
and he fail
that's
Nigerians.
yes.
That's
What
coming
is
from the
okay.
president-elect.
Okay. But Prof, may I ask you this question? Why the urge to borrow? There seems to be an urge to borrow.
wait.
Keep borrowing.
Wait,
I mean, wait,
wait.
sir. There seems to be an urge to borrow. They bring this 800 million. We said no. They bring another one. We said no. Now again, they said they want to keep borrowing. Why? What is it about borrowing?
You see,
It seems to be there's a last minute kind of borrowing. Let's quickly borrow. Let's quickly borrow. Why?
And leave it for the incoming
Well,
government to pay.
wait. You see, like I said earlier on, there is nothing wrong in borrowing.
Yes, we know.
What you do with that money is what is important. Look, if you are borrowing money to fix health sector, you are borrowing money to fill the dilapidated roads. If you are borrowing money to fund education, well, I would say there's nothing that bad about that. But if you are borrowing money to fix recurrent expenditure, paying salary, paying all this whatnot, it is wrong. Very, very wrong. Now, you are asking the urge to borrow. Maybe they just realize or they are just waking up from slumber that, look, we need to fix all these things. It's possible. They were sleeping before. Now they are coming up to life. We come. This time around, we need to fix this so that we will be having revenue from this area and things like that. There's nothing wrong in that. Maybe they are just waking up from slumber, although it's a bit late. But government, remember, this same government is APC government, led by APC. And like I said earlier on, government is continuum. They can't say because we are another government is coming next week, we should stop working. Nigerian cannot collapse. We can't go to sleep because another government is coming next week. So as a result, let them continue working. The only question Nigerians should be challenging them, what do you do with this money you are borrowing? Well, if it comes to work, deliverables, fine. Once we are able to see the deliverables, so be it.
So be it.
You understand this? So the task ahead of Mr. President-elect, because he's still President-elect, anything
Yes.
can happen between now and I pray nothing happen. Now, the task is too much. And I think he understands the complexity of this nation. That's why he made that statement. Come, I know what I'm going to face. There will be a lot of banters here and there, left, right, center for him. So it is not left for him to have the capacity and to work with people of like mind that really has the Nigerian agenda in their mind. You see, there is one thing to have interest, to have a national interest or a selfish interest. We must all have what we refer to as national interest. Look, this is my dream of Lagos State. This is my dreams of Nigeria. This is my dream of Oyo State. You understand? And Mr. President needs to make a lot of consultation that people that matters with people that matters. Then he needs to engage Nigerians. You see, development comes with pains. You understand?
Yes.
But Nigeria wants to know the reason why they have to suffer for another 6 months before things start taking shape. That's the area we should look at it. Look, if Nigeria is expecting miracle like that of Jesus Christ, we are deceiving ourselves. It's not going to be easy. But if we are on a good footing, if the foundation is laid very well, solid foundation, I think we are going to be better off.
Yeah, talking about having national interest. Well, there's this story from the Guardian newspaper that says Nigerians united abroad, enemies at home, says Obasanjo. This coming from the Guardian. Now, former President Olusegun Obasanjo has said Nigerians are more united while outside the country, but seem to act like enemies when they are in their home country. What do you have to say as regards?
I think it's normal when you are not within the vicinity where they know you. You tend to be united with your neighbor.
Why? Is it because there are laws in place?
No. Even when you see them in most African countries, they are more united than when they come home. It's not about law. I think it's a natural phenomenon that, look, I want to be associated with my people from my race. You see, we say something that if you don't have the same cultural background, you don't speak the same language, you don't have the same ethnic roots, background, there is tendency for you not to work together. But you see, Nigerian, whether you are an Hausa man, Fulani, Yoruba, Igbo, by the time we leave the shore of this country, you see us coming together as one. And that is why people talks about unity in diversity. That is our strength. You understand?
Yes.
That our unity in diversity. That means you are a Hausa man, I'm a Igbo man, this is a Yoruba man. We work together to make. When you see their unity outside this country and the way they do things, you will know that, look, Nigerians are one. But at home, we tend to, you see, because of this ethnic coloration, we tend to colorize so many things because I'm a Yoruba man, this is an Hausa man, this is an Igbo man. You understand? And you see all working separately. And you see, in Yoruba palace, they used to say something. And that is why we are suffering now. We need to work together. We need to have that national outlook. Wait, come. Nigeria belongs to all of us. Don't let us separate ourselves. Then let's work together for the progress of this nation. Rather than look at he's a Muslim, I'm a Christian, I'm an atheist, and things like that. We should all work together, and I know Nigeria is going to be great.
All right, in case you're just joining us, this is Pay-Per-View and Inspiration 100.5 FM. You can be part of the conversation by joining us on Facebook at IFM 1005 IP, and also send us your comments or questions via WhatsApp 0809 192 1005.
Throwing the line of thought of the prof concerning Nigeria now. We have this story on the front page of the Sun newspaper this morning. Nigeria can't be won by mere words of mouth alone. That is coming from Clark. So what do you think? Do you think Clark is right?
It's right. It's not just about saying we are one. We must all work towards the unity of this nation. Look, whether you like, and that is why a lot of people think maybe I don't want other political parties to talk. I don't have interest. I'm not a politician. Neither do I have any vested interest in any of the political parties. But you see, the moment we all agree that, look, this man is going to be our leader for now, let him go there. Let him do whatever he wants to do. We must rally around him for the progress of this nation. In fact, if I'm the president-elect today, I will extend my hands of fellowship to all of the presidential candidates. Because you have one thing at the back of your mind. That's why you want to become the president of this nation. Why not come bring it to table Let's discuss it. And let's move this nation forward. Our interest is to move
the nation
forward.
Okay. Regardless of the
Our
party,
country must be
person.
great, irrespective of your political parties.
Where do we start from now? If we have to move the country forward, if you are the president-elect, where do you think we should start?
That's what he just said.
I said,
No. We just want a blueprint or something concrete. Okay, we are starting from restructuring, or we are starting from tackling of this or that. Because according to Clark right now, I quote, I'm a Nigerian. I won't keep quiet when Nigerians are suffering. If Nigeria is not standing properly, there will be no peace. Why is it that a region is having 5 states, others are having 4, one has 7? These are the issues.
My brother.
Okay, hold your thought, Prof. Let's go on a commercial break. When we come back, we'll continue from here.
Okay.
100.5 Number 1 Fan Radio Inspiration FM.
Attention, good people of the state government through Oyo State Primary Healthcare Board and Ministry of Health organizes a Health Week program. The Health Week program is for the pregnant women, care mothers, children. At this Health Week program, children between the ages of 6 months and 5 years will enjoy oral vitamin A. Those between 12 months and 5 years will be given deworming tablets. Day-old child to 2 years will be immunized against killer diseases. There will also be clinical hand washing, family planning, COVID-19 vaccines, HIV/AIDS screening, and lots of health promotion. The Health Week comes up between Monday, May 22nd and Friday, 26th May 2023. For details, call 0803-352-1781. Again, 0803-352-1781. Remember, the Health Week program is between Monday, May 22nd and Friday, 26th, 2023. This message is from Oyo State Primary Healthcare Board, Oyo State Ministry of Health, and READ and UNICEF.
It's never too early to recharge your MTN line anytime, anywhere, even without cash. Just download my MTN NG app or dial star 904 hash to buy airtime directly from your bank account and get a 15% bonus on every recharge instantly.
MTN, what are we doing today?
It's few days to Children's Day, and we can't wait to host you. Yes, you, the kids. Based on an NGO, the gate fee has been subsidized to 1,500 naira per child. Who is excited? Come and have fun with Oriofe Sacks, Osaplin the Clown, and lots more. May 27th, 2023 is the date. Time, 10 a.m. prompt. Venue, number 43, Standard Junction, Orita Basharun, Ibadan. This event is proudly sponsored by Double T Stop and Shop, Nature Street Bistro Events, TT Enterprise, Elizabeth Cakes, Divine Kiddies, Zenith Bank, Fan Milk PLC, and lots more. Inspiration FM Children's Day Carnival 2023. You don't want to miss it.
Oluyole City, Ibadan. Today, check us out on 100.5 FM.
Telephone lines buzzing already, but then before we start to pick your calls this morning, this is your number one family radio station, Inspiration 100.5 FM, and we're taking you through stories making headlines in the national dailies. A couple of stories this morning on the front pages of the national dailies. Malam Adamu has confessed that he was a novice in the education sector when President Muhammadu Buhari appointed him Minister of Education in 2015. Adamu stated this at the valedictory session with officials and head of parastatals of the ministry on Thursday. Prof, this is your line, and that's why I would like to start from this. Now, Adamu has come out to say that he was a novice when President Muhammadu Buhari appointed him Minister of Education. Now, what do you have to say as regards this? Taking a cue from the education, the standard, yes, in the education sector in Nigeria right now.
You see, in the last 8 years of this government, the educational sectors, most of the higher educational sectors has witnessed more strike than any in the history of education, whatever in Nigeria today. But that is not even the bone of contention. The bone of contention is that for a minister to have come out to tell the whole world that, come, I'm a novice, I don't know anything about education, that means he failed to develop himself. Look, Chief Obafemi Awolowo does not know, he's a lawyer. He was a lawyer, a qualified lawyer. And look what he did for 7 years in the whole Western region, and it's still the template we are using up to today. Look, if you take, for instance, if you are appointed to go and man a ministry today, you work with people that matters. There are technocrats in that ministry. There are a lot of technocrats in that ministry that they can give you the blueprint, and you now use your sense of judgment to move the ministry forward. But if you are saying you are a novice and you refuse to do anything about it, that means you are a total failure. You don't have to be an educationist to man a ministry of education, or you don't have to be whatever to man any ministry. But if you can develop yourself, look, and you know the best practices globally vis-a-vis education, well, I don't think there is a problem there. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because you are not going to do it alone. You are just the coordinating minister. You have a lot of people working under you that can give you best advice, best policies, and the way to go about it. So if you are not saying you are a novice, you are a failure.
At the end of your tenure.
Why don't you resign?
At the end of your tenure.
You know, it's like, I don't want us to go back when this man, Kenyamu, was saying, why can't he return all the money they pay him for 8 years or
Minister of State?
Minister of State. Where it's an aberration. Fine, it is an aberration. If he wants to say it and to stand by his word, he should return all the money he collected for that 4 years he was appointed. Then we know that it's unconstitutional. But now when you are leaving the office, you are not telling us it's an aberration, it's not constitutional, this and that. Look, you should just forget about himself. But Adamu, we are on the case of Adamu. Yes. Adamu should cover his eyes, use his hand to cover his face. If you are saying you are a novice, must you be an educational before you be in that ministry? No. Because if you develop yourself in terms of capacity, in terms of what and you work with people that knows what, and you listen to the advice of your sense of reasoning is high, I don't think you should be saying this.
That you were a novice when you were appointed.
Then, if you are a novice and you know you are a novice, resign. Let the whole world know that, look, I cannot function effectively because you are a journalist. I cannot function effectively in this ministry. Let me just go. Let me go and rest. For that solid 8 years, he was always in and out of hospital. Although this is...
Yes. All right, so taking a look at headlines that have to do with insecurity, before we pick the calls, we can see... All right, let's pick this call. Our phone line's buzzing already. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Madam Sumbo.
Good morning.
Abiodun Fetsugas.
Welcome, Abiodun. Good morning.
Good morning.
The same Adamu Prof. If he's being is given the office of Education Minister in Ghana, what do you think he would have done, sir?
If Adamu was given the Minister of Education in Ghana?
In Ghana. Though he's a novice, what do you think he would have done?
He won't perform.
What would have happened to him?
He will not perform because he doesn't want to know. He doesn't want to learn.
Number one, he won't even get close to that office because Ghana will never play with their education. Nigeria play with their education. That's why you can employ novice in that office. See, there are some things I talked on radio that people just think it looks like I'm coming from alien world. You can't have the same Adamu as a Minister of Education in Ghana, a country that does not play with their education. By blueprint, Adamu will not even get close to that office. So I want a country that has a blueprint. We don't have a blueprint on anything, on everything.
No, sorry, I don't want to agree with you that we don't have a blueprint.
Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning, Alaji.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. You see, that is the type of problem we have in this country. When they put people who don't know much in positions, instead of telling us that they don't know anything and they cannot perform, they will take up the job, destroy the whole system. He has destroyed education sector. He's an accountant and journalist. It doesn't mean he cannot perform in any other area. Look at Fashola now. These are the problems we have. When they gave 3 ministries to Fashola, I was telling them that time, you cannot heap responsibilities on a single person. Have you assessed his capacity because he was a governor? He did well. He did. Being a governor is different from being a minister. And also, you have to weigh in on, the responsibilities you are giving him with the capacity to deliver. Adamu has not delivered. That's why I said I've lost enough. If only God will save us. The new administration should please watch it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Alaji Olayuwola. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Sumbo.
Good morning, Engineer Joshua. Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Well done.
Good morning.
Fashola awarding a contract. Can you tell us the inches of the load on express? Inches. And inches that makes the state load. And inches that makes street. That's why you see, Prof. That's why you see all this load in Nigeria. They do it this year. Then 6 months to spoil. Because you give somebody who don't know anything, and he's not having the supervisors to do the job. And the Nigeria continue to lose in everything. Express will take 12 inches in other countries. 12 one have 1 foot. When the state load will take 50 inches. And the load will last 100 years to 50 years. Go and take a load of Jabode. When they did it, it's more than 100 years. Because it's 12 inches. Why even Fashola comes in, he don't even, if Fashola all the whole load, and he got no awarding load every year. And the load was scoring. Prof,
yeah.
Nigeria cannot better until...
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
He said until he didn't complete the story.
Even if he's until, please don't let us say that. Nigeria is going to be good.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, my sister.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
This is Oloyede from Elele.
Good morning, Oloyede.
Prof, good morning.
Good morning.
I want us to go back to memory lane. When the president came in, how much does it take? How long does it take him to pick his ministers? It was 6 months. And some loyalists that were saying, they are trying to bring the best. People like we were saying, they were selective. They wanted to compensate some people. And you know what happened?
We don't know.
That they are called appointed then are still there till date. People were not performing. So Adamu, what he's saying, it's very unfortunate that it is in Nigeria you can say such a thing. When Kemi has this issue, he decided to throw in the towel and get out of Nigeria. But Kayama said his own. One minister in federal capital said his own, which shows all of them we are not ready for governance. And for our dear Fashola telling us they can award contract till midnight on the 20th. The thing is, they are the beneficiaries. The ministers are the ones that award this. We don't have how it goes. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much, Oloyede. 0704-800-1005 0909-60605719. Insecurity, we have achieved about 80% success. Magashi is saying this from the Vanguard newspaper. An outgoing minister of Defense, Major General Bashir Magashi, retired, has said that the armed forces in the 4 years he served as minister achieved over 80% success in decimating Boko Haram, ISWAP insurgency, banditry, and other criminality, including bringing about normalcy in the fight against all theft. What do you have to say as regards this?
Well, I laugh when you say you have achieved 80%, when they were still killing in Plateau State, have they stopped killing in Plateau State?
No.
Now, if the Minister of Defense is telling us that he has achieved 80% security situation in Nigeria, well, it's a laughable statement.
Actually, he was very particular. He said Boko Haram.
No, he said Boko Haram insurgency, oil theft. But then we also have another headline from the Vanguard newspaper that says rate of killings worrisome. Southern Middle Belt leaders.
Yes,
and that's from the Vanguard
because I wanted to
newspaper.
take him up.
You see, I was saying something before you cutting. Let me say this. They've achieved 80% on paper. But in reality, they've achieved 0. Look, when they were coming in 2015, they promised heaven and earth. This same Mr. President said he's going to stop this thing under 6 months.
Please hold your thought, Prof. Let's meet with this caller. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Olasumbo.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, good morning, SEUN. This is Tolu from UR.
Hi, Tolu. Good to have you.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome.
You see, the Minister of Education just affirmed my position since all this while. The main reason why President Buhari failed woefully is because he recruited unprofessional lieutenants into his government. That is, all his ministers are unprofessional except just one, and that is Fashola. And that's why we could see some little achievements in that ministry in terms of infrastructure.
But wait, Fashola happens to be a lawyer, a constitutional lawyer.
Yes.
Now wait, and that's boils down to the issue I'm discussing the other time. These people lack, they fail to develop themselves. You see, you don't necessarily need to be an expert in one particular area before you can perform. Because you have a lot of lieutenants that work with you. So if you develop yourself...
Because that is the problem. They lack self-development. Hello, are you there?
We are with you.
Hey, and that is because they feel that they are not accountable to anyone because they saw it as a compensation for what they did during the campaign. So I just hope Baba Tinubu will learn from that and assemble competent hands because you can't continue to do things the same way and expect different results.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Tolu.
Okay, thank you. All right.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, Tolu.
Thank you.
Hello, good morning.
Sorry, somebody, I'm calling back quickly.
All right, 30 seconds.
We shouldn't expect a president choosing ministers through political compensation. By system, there should be a standard for whosoever wants to be the minister of this or that. We check your profile. Like the Fashola has achieved in infrastructure in Lagos. Whether you like it or not, he has the record. There is no state like that in Nigeria. So he has the record. That's why he could achieve in the national level. But check all other ministers. What is their record? What's their profile? We need to set a standard as a country. Don't expect president to choose. Let there be a standard for that country. Thank you.
Thank you very much. 0704-800-1005, 09060605-719. Hello, good morning.
Sumbo, good morning.
Good morning, Benga. Good to have you.
Yeah, thank you. My greetings to Prof and my Mr. Sheung.
Good morning.
Yeah, I quickly want to just say this.
Okay.
You know, if Professor Keyamo had made his own comment, and my Oga Adamu had also made his own comment, it is very good such comment is coming at this time. And Fashola said they will work till on the 29th. We really agree. They should continue to borrow till on the 29th.
28th.
But I want to beg the incoming government, where are the likes of men like Brad Inanji who handle our electricity and we saw the result in this nation? What magical hand did that man have that brought light to stability for almost 6 months in this country? That's number one. Then I want the incoming government to note the system of revenue generation in Lagos as a state will not work for Jigawa State. And that they should know. And that is a sound truth. So, Mr. President, that is coming in will need to find a way and understand the terrain of which different states will generate their will generate their revenue in this country. So what works in Lagos might not work in Yobe. So the Lord will help us in this country. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Thanks for that contribution.
I was about saying something about engagement and the national outlook vis-a-vis domestications of laws. We are in a federal state where each component unit, they are supposed to be independent of the federal.
We are supposed to be running a federal system.
Well,
supposedly.
I don't want to say that because the implication is that you are saying you are challenging the constitutionality of our federal state.
Hello, good morning. Hello. All right. Hello, good morning. Hello, you're on. Hello, good morning. 0704-800-1005. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. Yusuf, second.
Okay.
I want to tell this one what I was saying. Nobody in Nigeria that loves our constitution. It's our constitution that put us to fight today. And nobody can say love how it's going. If there's no good constitution in the country cannot move forward. Okay, look, somebody who we are going to court, we want to swear somebody. Where do you find that in Africa? Even in the whole world. And the main thing that is that bad, family goes by covenant. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your contribution. Moving over to Facebook this morning, Sulaiman Sharif says, good morning to you all. There is always a consequence if our political leaders choose wrongly and appoint a square peg in the round hole, e.g. Adamu as a current Minister of Education as a case study. I pray may President-elect Chief Tinubu should not follow the path to set up his own cabinets. We are tired of paddy government without competence and capacity to deliver the task ahead. Sulaiman Sharif. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, John.
Professor and Mr. Singh.
Good morning.
This is John Olariwaju from Ajo.
Oh, John, you're welcome.
Actually, people are talking about Fashola achievement under the President Muhammadu Buhari. As far as I'm concerned, I don't see much from him. Because if you look at the kind of project they put into that ministry, I don't think I will need to praise Fashola. Because he's a minister for works and housing. What is the achievement of Fashola when we talk about housing? This government come with the promises that they will do the 10,000 units of housing in every year. Where is the house? Where is the house for Nigeria to live? We don't need to just praise the mediocre people. So, to me, I don't see any results from him. This Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, we are still on it till now. Is yet to complete it. So, what are we talking about? So, their government will end on Monday. Are they going to finish it before Monday? The answer is no. With the work that we can see, they are going out there now. So, to me, even the Niger Bridge that is commissioned.
Second Niger Bridge.
Yes, thank you, sir. Even this one started with Jonathan regime. I'm not saying they did not try, but it's not up to the extent that I will give kudos to him. No. What is the project that he started by himself and completed? Somebody should tell me about it. And just tell me how much he budgeted to that project before I will give kudos to him.
Thank you very much.
Yes, he did very well in Lagos, but as a minister, to me, he failed. Thank you.
Thank you very much, John. Let's pick this call before we go on a break. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
This is Zig from Akase.
All right, good morning, Zig.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Yes, until we get it right in Nigeria, there is no way we can get it right in Nigeria. If things that work in other countries will not be able to work in Nigeria. Why? Because we decide to put in leadership position of people that are incompetent, that they cannot handle tax given to them. We have seen a lot of things that have happened over the 7 years in this country. There is nothing to write home about. I agree with one of the callers that says that it seems as if Nigeria is not working. It's not working. But the only solution is to get it right. Yes, that is the only solution. I believe the president that is coming has the capacity to make it right if he has competent people that will work with him. I pray Nigeria will get it right.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We'll go on a short break now. When we get back, it will be the final lap of pay-per-view this morning on Inspiration 100.5 FM. Stay tuned.
Oluyole City, Ibadan, Atide. Check us out on 100.5 FM.
It's midnight. You're on an important call. Suddenly you hear...
You have 1 minute remaining.
You quickly check your wallet. And there's no cash. What if you could recharge without cash and even get some bonus? Low on credit? No problem. Recharge your MTN line by downloading my MTN NG app or dial *904# to buy airtime directly from your bank account anytime, any day, and enjoy a 15% bonus on every recharge. Yes, it's that easy. MTN. What are we doing today?
Hey, John, abeg, sharply help me transfer 2K to this account.
It's urgent.
John, now what for you? It's not your fault. If only my app will stop falling in my hand.
You know you don't need to worry about failed transactions with Pay Attitude app and *569#. It's your sure way to enjoy successful transactions.
What is Pay Attitude app and *569#?
Pay Attitude app and *569# are the sure app and USSD code that allow you to send and receive money without any problems. You can also link all your accounts from your different banks, send and receive money from a single app or USSD code. You can use your phone number to pay online or merchants POS and withdraw cash from ATMs or agents' locations. To enjoy, just dial *569# or download the Pay Attitude app to get started.
Pay Attitude. Pay with phone number.
It's few days to Children's Day, and we can't wait to host you. Yes, you, the kids. Based on an NGO, the gate fee has been subsidized to 1,500 naira per child. Who is excited? Come and have fun with Oriofe Sax, Osaplin the Clown, and lots more. May 27th, 2023 is the date. Time, 10 a.m. prompt. Venue, number 43, Standard Junction, Orita Basharun, Ibadan. This event is proudly sponsored by Double T Stop and Shop, Nature Street Bistro Events, TT Enterprise, Elizabeth Cakes, Divine Kiddies, Zenith Bank, Fan Milk PLC, and lots more. Inspiration FM Children's Day Carnival 2023. You don't want to miss it.
Oluyole City, Ibadan, Atide. Check us out on 100.5 FM.
Welcome back from that short break. This is the final lap of pay-per-view this morning on Inspiration 100.5 FM. And we still have Prof in the studio, as well as my colleague, SEUN. 0704-800-1005, 090-6060-5719. As we are rounding off on pay-per-view this morning, Prof, I would like to ask first that, what do you expect from the incoming government as a Nigerian now, as an individual?
I want to be specific before I generalize. Okay. Personally, I want Mr. President-elect, come May 29, the moment he took take the pattern of leadership, he should engage Nigerian. Talk to us. Okay. Let us all feel that sense of belonging. Yeah, that is number one. Okay. Number two, in terms of his appointment, he should make sure he put the right people, round hole in a round peg in a round hole. So that they won't come out and start telling us that I don't know anything about education, I don't know anything about justice, I don't know anything about transport or construction or whatever. Put the right people. There are so many Nigerians. Nigeria's population is over 200 million, according to the United Nations. If we have 200 million, and more than 65% of these 200 million, they are between the ages of 18 to 35. More than 65. That means we have a strength. We have agile, able-bodied men that can perform wonders. And Nigerians are doing wonders outside this country. We can invite them home. How old is El-Rufai when he was brought to this government? This is what they are doing to us. I said, once we realize this, what have we done to change the narrative ourselves? You see, people are the one creating problem for you. These people are the one creating this wahala for us. Now that we know, maybe before we don't know. Now that we know, have we changed the narratives? It's like a brother telling me that he's not been to school because of our parents and this. And I told him, since you started working 2000, year 2000 up to today, what have you done to improve yourself? You understand this?
Yes.
So all of us, we have a stake in this nation, and we should all believe in this country that Nigeria is going to be great if we want it to be great, because it's not a mere saying. It has to do with us and an individual and members of the generality of Nigeria that look, Nigeria is going to be great, and we must all work towards the greatness of this nation. So I thank you all. So thank God it's Friday.
Okay, so we're not letting you go yet.
Okay.
Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Yes, ma. Good morning, ma.
What's your name?
My name is Zebulon from Harula.
Okay. Good morning.
Welcome.
Yeah. We have this leadership position, leadership causing problem to the people of Nigeria. I think what we need right now, is trying to put Nigeria in order. Now, one of the minister of education, Adamu just said he has no prior knowledge of education because he is not an educationist, that he doesn't know anything about it. He became Minister of Education by opportunity. Now, you would expect such a person to perform well in Nigeria. Now, we have leaders in this country who are not set at all to make a difference. And these people will travel out of Nigeria, we enjoy, and return back again. They have everything. So they will never feel what Nigerians are passing through. So, as a leader in Nigeria, if you are ready, then serve. Now, their children should not be allowed to study abroad. That is why we are not, nothing is working. The education sector will not work because leaders are allowed to send their children abroad.
Thank you.
Anybody that wants to govern us and abroad. Yeah.
Thank you very much for your contribution. Let's see if we can squeeze in just one more call before we call it a day. On our Facebook page, we've got a couple of comments. I read the one from Sulaiman Sharif, and from Tolulokwe Adeyemi we have, good morning, Olasumbo and SEUN. Isn't it worrisome that the people in government do not even know what they are saying? Because I found it very despicable that Mr. Babatunde Fashola could say that they would still borrow money when their tenure is winding down already. It's obvious that they are seeing this country as a national cake and they can be sharing as they like. And one can now see reasons why they have succeeded in taking the country from top to bottom. What a disappointing government. Thank you very much. Let's round off with this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. 30 seconds.
Yes, this Prince Bumi, I'm calling from Apata.
Welcome, Prince Bumi.
Yes, what the incoming government needs is not only the young people, I mean the young child people that have something to offer. You see, if we have them on board, we will quickly get out of this mess we are under this APC federal government. So I pray for the incoming government under, that we succeed, because we having it bad under the current administration, and I want him to correct the wrongs of the President Muhammadu Buhari. I pray God give him grace to do that. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much. And with that call, we'll call it a day on pay-per-view this morning. Let's do this again tomorrow. Of course, it is Children's Day. So happy Children's Day in advance to you. We're having a party here for the kids. So yes, you can bring your kids, bring your cousins, bring your nieces, nephews. Come have fun from 11 o'clock all the way to 4. That's when 10 all the way to 4. That's when we are going to be celebrating the children. 1,500 naira per child. So it promises to be fun. A lot of games and a lot of gifts to be won. And yes, Prof, congratulations on the Nigerian Air. We're looking forward to hear more good news. As the aviation minister, Sadi, has promised that today the airplane would land. So yes, congratulations. Congratulations on that. All right, thank you so much. I keep listening to Inspiration 100.5 FM. I am Olasumbo Yusuf.
And I am SEUN AKANDE. Thanks for joining us.
Okay.